everybody. Thanks for stopping back. My name's Arlo. Glad you stopped by today. Gonna let you listen to a song I've been working on and listen to how I'm changing the guitar sound in there using that Torpedo Wall of Sound that I was showing you in my last video where we talked about how I use amplitude and the wall of sound together. So we'll jump right in here. I'll let you take a look at what I'm doing here. And you're going to want to put headphones on so you can hear kind of what's happening in here. Because if you don't, it won't sound quite right. You won't be able to tell the difference between what we're doing. So first, I'm just going to play you the, I'll play you the song. This is just a part of the lead here, so you can kind of get a feel of what the original sound. Now this was through my ugly 18 amp with a 12-inch eminent speaker. And I had a big fuzzy tone going through it, and it got a little too fuzzy. So that's why I was messing with the Torpedo. So here's a little listen of how it sounds just with the amp recorded through 57 mic. So you see it's pretty fuzzy. At the time I was listening to it, I'm like, oh, I really like how this sounds. And then once I got it into the DAW here and was listening to it, I was like, this maybe it's a little too fizzy. And then I started playing around with Torpedo, and that really changed things up quite a bit. One of the things I'll show you is I am using the Sheps. I put the Omni channel on just to kind of bring the sound out in front a little bit more. So if you want to take a little listen to what that did to it. So you can see the Sheps, it brought it out. I put a compressor on it and did some EQing and brings the sound out a little bit more, but still pretty fuzzy, fizzy sound to it. So the next thing I did was I went into Torpedo, and we'll turn that on here. I went into Torpedo and I pulled up a couple of cabs. I really like this Silver 10, this Princeton Reverb, so I've been using this quite a bit. So I put that on the one channel with the Ribbon 121, and then on the other channel I put this British Green with the 47 microphone. You're going to notice the Silver 10 really kind of creates this body, and then the Brick Green has kind of it's pushing its nose out there, so it gives you a real full sound to it. So here it is with these IRs loaded in. So you can see there, it just made it a lot more rounder, and it killed a lot of that fizzy fuzz. And I think I like how this is starting to sound a little bit more than how just the amp sounded there. So I'll do it again here, and I'll start with the fizzy fuzz if I can. We'll do that, and then here we'll just turn this to here. We'll turn the Torpedo off, and we'll do the fuzz, and then I'll turn the Torpedo on like midway through. And hopefully you can hear the difference there. So this is just the amp first, and then Torpedo. I really like with the Torpedo on more. It just sounds a lot rounder sound. It's not so fizzy, fuzzy, harsh. So I'm going to play around with this a little more. The other thing I can do here too is kind of mess around with the Silver 10 is that bassier lower end part of the sound, and I can always go to the volume here and start to cut some of that back if I want. and kind of just make it so it's not too crunchy, because you hear a lot of the pick there at the end. It's a little bit too much. So that's probably going to be the next thing I'll mess with, that just kind of tweaking these between each speaker until I get the right sound. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. I'm going to let you listen to the rest of the song here. I'll just let it play out with that torpedo on, and we'll just turn this off, and you'll hear some of the vocal at the end here. So have a listen. Suitcase Blues. I wanna hold your hand, I got nothing to lose. All I ever have left are these Suitcase Blues. Yes, that's Suitcase Blues that I'm working on right now. It's starting to come together, but it's gonna need a little bit more work yet, but fun stuff for sure. One thing I wanted to say, I got a couple comments on some of my other videos. One of them I got was from a fellow from Slovakia. His name is Milan Simko. Hey Milan, if you're watching there. We were talking, he was asking me about the new Atom monitors I got and how the mids were sounding through them, in regards to, he was thinking with strings and brass, that type of thing. I don't mess much with strings or brass type stuff in what I'm doing. It's mostly my 6 strings on my guitar I'm messing with. But I think the mids sound really great. They definitely seem very flat. I can pick things out of here a lot easier than with the headphones I've been messing with. And they're way easier on my ears than the headphones. So I've been really enjoying, they just sound fantastic to me. So I definitely recommend them to folks. But if you're looking at like KRKs or the Cali LP6 or these or other stuff, that's what Milan was saying. He was doing a lot of research now, trying to figure it out. But I'd say, do a little research and then, try to get some relatively fast so you can start using them and start creating. You don't want to get too hung up on research too much, because it is a lot of fun. You just pick something out, then learn how the speakers sound. That's the big thing. And next is learn how they're going to sound, and when you try them on other stuff, it'll work for everything. So thanks Milan for the Simco. Hope you're doing real good there, and hope you get to start working on some music soon. So that's all I got for today. My next video, I'm not sure yet. I might start to show you some stuff I'm doing with Easy Drummer in there and how I start a song with that. Might be that one, or I might just let you listen to some more music like this. But make sure you subscribe at the bottom, hit the little bell. That'll let you know when that's ready to go. Leave some comments down below if you have any questions or comments of your own on the Torpedo stuff. And I'm going to play a little bit more until my son wakes up. He's taking a nap right now, so I'm being relatively quiet.